Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's the 2025 Wimbledon draw preview and prediction coming to you by me, Faizan, at Quality Shot Tennis. And I cannot wait to get into this one because there's just a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about projected quarterfinals. We're going to be going through every single match, picking our winners, and then ultimately giving you guys our winner or my winner. Before we do get into it, remember that like button, do subscribe if you're new, and do leave a rating or review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Also, do make sure that you check out our daily Wimbledon pods. Whoever is on site today, for example, was Liam and Anthony. They will be recording audio because we have audio rights for Wimbledon. So when we're at Wimbledon, we can only use audio. So they'll be doing daily podcasts. I will be there tomorrow. And then also we have a number of player interviews. So do check them out. They're all uploaded individually on YouTube. So if you are interested in hearing players' thoughts and asking them questions, then feel free to check those out. If you guys have any questions for players, men's or women's, please do post them in the comment section of this video. Just the name of the player and the question, and we will see whether we can answer those questions. Right. Let's get into it. So, Jannik Sinner is the top seed. He's fresh off a heartbreaking loss, I think it's fair to say, at Roland Garros to Carlos Alcaraz. However, given his press conference, given what he's been saying, and given his personality, I think he's going to bounce back pretty quickly. He plays Lorenzo Musetti in the first projected quarterfinal. Musetti, of course, made the semi-finals last year, had a fantastic run. In the second projected quarterfinal, it's Jack Draper versus Novak Djokovic. Djokovic has made the final in the last 5 years. He is, in my opinion, the strongest third favourite behind Alcaraz and Sinner. Some might even have him higher. Some might have him lower. But he's definitely going to have some say, I think, at this Wimbledon. And Jack Draper, the home favourite, semi-finals of Queens, was struggling with some tonsillitis, wondering how he will feel post tonsillitis and also how he's going to feel on court given his draw, which is very bad. But he has a potential Bublik third round. But that's the second projected quarterfinal. Then we've got Taylor Fritz versus Alexander Zverev. That would be a nightmare for Sasha, who's lost the last 5 times they've played. He was actually winning the head-to-head. And Fritz has just turned it literally on its head. And he now leads the head-to-head. And Zverev's in danger of being Fritz's daddy at the moment, if I'm being honest. Then the fourth one, which hopefully Rune does get through to the quarterfinals, but it's not a given his form recently. He would be due to play Carlos Alcaraz, which would be a very tough ask. A very, very tough ask. Lost to Novak last year, Rune, and didn't put in a particularly good performance, in my opinion. Needs to improve his returning game on grass. I'm interested to see what he brings to the table this year. Okay, so we have Jannik Sinner, who tops the draw, and I've got him beating Luca Nardi. Vukic is saying I'm going to go with Vukic. Lofhagen versus Pedro Martinez. I actually interviewed Pedro Martinez on video for Boodle's exhibition. That'll be uploaded soon as well, if it hasn't been already. He was really leaning into the exhibition part at times, but also coming forward to the net a lot. George Lofhagen will have the crowd behind him. He's a wild card, of course. Pedro is a seasoned veteran. It's a tough one to call because it's not his most natural surface, clay. If it was on clay, I'd be picking Pedro Martinez without hesitation. I'm still going to pick him, though. Shapovalov to beat Navone for me. Dimitrov to beat Nishioka is a tough one. Dimitrov has been struggling big time physically, and I have no idea how he's going to look at Wimbledon. I'm just hoping that his body holds up because he's pulled out of the last, I think, at least 4 Grand Slams retiring. I'm just going to have a look. At Queens, he was cancelled. He didn't play it. You know what? I'm not going to pick him. I'm really, really struggling at the moment with Dimi, so I'm going to go Nishioka. Mute to beat Komisana. Medevich to beat Offner. Yeah. Paul to beat Johannes Monday, who's got a wild card. Shelton to beat Alex Bolt. I mean, Alex Bolt came through qualifiers. He's got a solid game. So, excuse me. But I think Shelton should get through that. Goffin to beat Hichikata. Fuchsovich, lucky loser. Yeah, I mean, he was a top seed in qualifying. He plays Kovacevic. Go Fuchsovich. He'll be hungry to get the win there, that's for sure. And look, he's a seasoned veteran on grass. He's made the quarterfinals of Wimbledon before. Kovacevic is not as experienced. I think Fuchsovich should be able to get through that. Monfils Umber, this is a tough match for Monfils. Umber is good on grass, very good on grass. Monfils is also pretty good on grass. I want to pick Ugo Umber. Nakashima to beat Boo. Apelka to beat Shevchenko. Jamie Faria qualified by Sonego. Sonego for me. Okay, this is a tough one for Massetti. I spoke to Basilishvili at qualifying. I saw him play. We all know he can hit a big ball from the back of the court, but his serve was cooking. He was looking pretty solid movement-wise as well. He likes the grass. However, Mussetti's got the variety to really trouble Basilishvili and make him feel frustrated on court. And I think he'll do so. And Mussetti's probably just too good a player in the first round for Basilishvili, in my opinion. Skill set wise, anyway. Draper's got Baez. We spoke to Baez at Boodles as well. Video that'll be released soon as well. Anthony did. Jack Draper should beat him. Cilic to beat Colin on. Marijan to beat McCabe. Bublik to beat Manar. It's a tough one though, but it's not an easy first round. Manar's solid on grass. David Zukiev qualifier. If you don't know about him, read him up, watch him. He's got an Apelka Isner type serve in terms of speed. I mean, it's not as potent as those guys, but it's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's huge. He's got a big game. Kaboli might struggle. I want to go with Zukiev. You know that. I'm going for the upset. Echeverry to beat Wildcard Pennington Jones. Giron to beat Carabelli. Mensic to beat Gaston. Dimona to beat Carabellis Bayena. Kazal, we interviewed him as well, qualifier. Obviously, he's made a good run at the Australian Open in the past. Talented player. He plays Adam Walton. I'm going to go for Kazal. Hallis to beat Holmgren, qualifier. Mahatch to beat Juma. Mikkelsen to beat Kepmanovic. Eubanks to beat De Jong. De Jong good on grass. He's decent on grass, from memory. I'll go Eubanks. Dan Evans, wildcard versus Jay Clark, wildcard. Battle of the Brits. We'll go Dan Evans. He's been playing well. Djokovic beat Muller. Fritz to beat Pericard. That's a tough first round for Fritzy boy. That's a tough one. Pericard is a nightmare on grass with his serve. So is Fritz. I think Fritz has got a more all-round game than Pericard. He should be able to navigate his way through this. It's not going to be easy for him specifically, though, I have to say. We'll go for him. Diallo to beat Altmaier. Not an easy first round. Arnaldi, Van der Zandschulp. Arnaldi. No. Van der Zandschulp. Bikinin to beat Holt. Popperin to beat Ferry. I interviewed Popperin yesterday at Boodles. We will release that. Big Everton fan. Spoilers. Safiullin to beat Darderi. Thompson to beat Kopriva. Medvedev to beat Bonzi. Yeah, I think so. What do we think? Yeah, for sure. Cerundolo to beat Nuno Borges. Who else? Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, I think Cerundolo to beat Borges. Lejovic, lucky loser. Nice. To beat Billy Harris? Yeah. Zepieri to beat Mochizuki. No, I watched Mochizuki play. Zepieri, they're both really. Oh, man. These guys are tricky opponents. I have to say, very tricky. Very tricky. McDonald and Hachinov. We're going to go with Hachinov. Berrettini to beat Madrak. Ethan Quinn to beat Henry Sell. Rodech, who beat Fuchsovich in the far round of qualifying. We'll go for him. Zverev to beat Rinden. Oh, Rindenesh is tough, man. On grass. Tough cookie. Really tough cookie. Man, allergies are killing me. Sorry. Where's Zverev? Oh no. No, no, no. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare for Holger Rune, to be fair, has had some bad draws recently in the last 6 to 9 to 12 months. That slams. And this is a bad one. He's got Nicholas Jarry, who has come down the rankings, but on grass, he's a nightmare. He's a nightmare. Not only does he love the grass, he loves Wimbledon. It's his favorite tournament. And his grandfather used to bring him here as a boy. Jarry, I think Jarry's going to cause the upset. I watched him play. He's looking pretty much back to his best, back to near his best. His serve's going to be a nightmare for Rune. His game is going to be a nightmare for Rune. First round. First round. That is just insane. Leonard Tien versus Bassavaretti. Tien. Fonseca to beat Fernley, I think. What was that right? Fonseca Fernley. No, you know what? I shouldn't say that. So I shouldn't say that so casually. That's a tough match. Fernley solid. But Fonseca did just go 3 sets with Fritz, who's pretty good on grass. We'll go Fonseca. Not convinced. Greek Sport to beat Brooksby on grass, yeah. Lehechka to beat Delian. Bellucci to beat Crawford. Nori to beat RBA. Oh, no, Roberto Batista. Goo. Nori, mate, that is a good match. That's a very good first round. He likes the grass, the Spaniard, and Cam Nori is awkward on grass, and he likes it as well. Good Cam. Bad first round for both of them. TFO to beat Elmer Muller. Rublev to beat Laszlo Ger. Zizou Bergs and Lloyd Harris, both in qualifying last year. Both got solid games. We're going to Lloyd Harris. Manarino to beat O'Connell. Tsitsipas to beat Royer qualifier. Auger to beat Duckworth. Struff to beat Misalic qualifier. Oliver Tarvett, young Brit against Rydell. He's a good player. Alcaraz to beat Fognini. I'm going to come back to this Tarvett Rydell one. I'm going to Tarvett. Okay, second round. Sinner to beat Vukic. Shapovalov to beat Pedro Martinez. Yes. Mute to beat Nishioka. Tommy Paul to beat Medejevic. It's a tough one, though, by the way. Shelton to beat Goffin. That's also tough. Umber to beat Fuchsovic. Nakashima, Pelka. Gross. All Italian matchup. Musetti to beat Sonego. Draper. Cilic. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Draper's route is so bad. It's so bad. It's so hard. This just reminds me of, because I remember seeing it earlier and it's horrific. I mean, if Draper were to win Wimbledon with that route and he had to play those players, nah. I'm sorry. We're talking about an incredible Grand Slam run. Like, absolutely sublime. He's got Cilic second round, most likely. And then he's got Djokovic quarterfinals, Sinner, Djokovic quarterfinals. Yeah, Sinner semifinals, Alcaraz final. Nah. And he's got Bublik third round. What? Okay, I'm gonna go Draper, but I mean, Cilic he's just won a challenge on grass, and we know that he's very good on grass. Former Wimbledon finalist, but he's older, yes, but he's dangerous. He is dangerous. Bublik to beat Marijan, that's a tough one for Bublik, man. Marijan can play, especially on grass. Better on clay, but he's got the tools. He should play well on grass. Zukiev to beat Echeverry. Menchik to beat Giron. Demina, Kazal, Demina. Mahat to beat Hallis. Mikkelsen to beat Eubanks. Djokovic to beat Evans. Fritz to beat Diallo. That's a potential banana skin. Oh, I almost want to pick Diallo. I want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I've chickened out. Valenzan Shop and Fakina. Valenzan hope. Popperin to beat Safiullin, Medvedev to beat Thompson, Levic Surundalo, Mochizuki, and Hachinov. Berrettini to beat Quinn, Zverev to beat Radesh, Jarry to beat Tian, Fonseca to beat Griekspoor. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, I can justify that. Lehechka, Bellucci, Lehechka. Final of Queens looking good. TFO to beat Nori. Tough one. Cool. Rublev Harris. Rublev could lose that. We'll go Rublev. Since pass should be Manarino even on grass. I just think it's. I mean, the lefty though, stays low. Tsitsipas' backhand. Tsitsipas should just slice. He'll just slice all day long. It's not the best slice, but Manarino can't hurt him. And then really, as soon as he gets to Steph's forehand, should kill him with the serve and forehand. But who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if Manarino wins, given how Steph has been playing this year. Felix to beat Struff. Sure. Alcaraz to beat Oliver If Oliver Tarver gets to the first time he plays Alcaraz, that would be incredible for him. Hope we get that. Hope he gets it. What an experience that will be. Test his level. Sinner to beat Shapovalov, Paul to beat Mute, Shelton to beat Umber. You know what? Actually, no. Going Umber. That's been the lefties. Apelka Musetti. Frustrated. Draper Bublik. Okay, I have to come back to this. I need a minute. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. As a Brit, of course I want Draper to win and go deep. Make the final. Win it. Why not? Is he my favourite player? No, I don't have a favourite player. But as a Brit, of course, you just generally want British people to do well. Bublik beat Draper at Roland Garros. He is better on grass, Bublik. He's just won Harlow. Draper is also better on grass. But I think Bublik's going to win. I'm going Bublik. If he were to make the third round, I think he beats Draper. I think it means he's playing well. Because all I'm thinking is that Bublik will either flame out early or he'll make a run. I think he might make a run. I am buying Bublik stock right now. I talked to Gil about this, Gil Gross, on a Wimbledon 2025 preview before the draw came out. Go and check it out if you want to hear our thoughts. It's all on the men's. And he also is a big believer at the moment in Bublik and what he's done to change his game and improve it. Listen if you want more detail on that to that podcast. Zukiev, Mensik. Step too far for Zukiev. Dimona to beat Mahach. Djokovic to beat Mikkelsen. Fritz to beat Van der Zandt Schulp. Popperin, Medvedev. Popperin could serve and volley. I was pretty impressed with him against Baez. I thought he served pretty, in spurts, he served unreturnable rockets at times, but it wasn't consistent enough. So yeah, I'm struggling here because Medvedev just made the Harlow final, made the semi-finals of Wimbledon last year. Popperin could do it. He'd have to serve and volley a lot. He'd have to execute it really well, and he'd have to be on his game. But I just feel that Medvedev will get the win. Hachinov to beat Surundalo. Berrettini to beat Zverev. I'm going for it on grass. Yeah, I am not a believer in Alexander Zverev, who has never made a quarterfinal of Wimbledon, making it very far, unfortunately. As soon as he comes up against someone who is very adept on grass, I just think it's a struggle for him because he's just not naturally inclined on grass. Simple as that. I think Jarry will beat Fonseca. I can see it. I'm going hard on Jarry right now. I'm going for it. Lehechka TFO, Lehechka. Tsitsipas beat Rublev. That's, battle of the now gen out of form duo. Alcaraz beat Felix. Sinner to beat Tommy Paul. It's a tough round of 16 for Sinner, by the way. Very tough. Tommy lost in the quarters to Alcaraz last year. Umber Musetti. Bublik to beat Mensik. Djokovic to beat Deminaur. Medvedev to beat Fritz. Hachino Berrettini. Berrettini? Do I trust Berrettini, though? His body. I don't. Hachinov. Lehechka to beat Jarry. Alcaraz to beat Tsitsipas. Quarterfinals. Okay, here we go. Cinema Setti I've got. Bublik Djokovic, Medvedev Hachinov, Lehechka Alcaraz. Alcaraz to beat Lehechka, beat him in Queens recently. I think he'll also be playing better. I'm not sure if we're going to see a level that much higher from Lehechka. I think from Alcaraz we will at that stage of the tournament. Sinner Musetti is I hope we gather. What a matchup. The Italians are going to go crazy at Wimbledon. Man, we're not going to be able to see. We're not going to get seats to watch as media. The Italians are going to be in full force for that if we get that. Even though I probably won't be able to watch it in the stadium, I actually cannot wait to potentially see that. Musetti's got a good chance. He does. I'd argue he's got a better chance. Maybe on clay, he's got, I don't know, better on clay or grass. Thinking about his game. Not sure. Maybe grass. We'll go Sinner. Do I go crazy and go for Bublik to beat Djokovic? That's the question. I'm going to go Medvedev to beat Hachinov. This is going to be a very boring draw, isn't it? Very boring picks from me. Djokovic and Bublik. If this was Djokovic 2 years ago, I pick him hands down. It's not even a question. I don't know. I feel like he's made 5 finals. Surely that consistency has to end at some point. He is 38 years of age. Can he really keep on doing this? I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be him. That's for sure. I'm going to go with. Okay, you know what? I'm making a big call. I'm going Bublik. Oh, man, that's crazy. That is such a crazy call. Sinner to beat Bublik. Alcaraz to beat Medvedev. I'm going for it. I'm going for the boring 1-2 final, but it's the one that everyone wants, let's be honest. Sinner Alcaraz. Could I see Sinner beating Alcaraz on grass? Yeah, I could. He beat him on grass in 2022. But at this stage of the tournament, it plays more like a hard court. And Alcaraz has just seemed to have Sinner's number recently. Sinner must have been thinking about this a lot. You know what? I'm going for it. Yannick Sinner to win Wimbledon. It's a crazy call. I just feel like surely it's too hard for Alcaraz to win Wimbledon 3 years in a row, the Channel Slam 2 years in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins it, but it's just so tough. He's superhuman, man. Surely though, Sinner breaks the streak at some point. Does he do it at Wimbledon? Might be the US Open, could be earlier, could be later. I'm going for it. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think and why. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well. See you next video.